Nancy Pelosi has now officially received the vote she needs to become the Speaker of the House. She will reclaim that gavel once again, one of the only lawmakers to be Speaker of the House twice, one of the few women to hold that seat. Guys, Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House. Back over to you.
It's official. Elon, thank you. Jeanne, what does this mean as the Democrats now take control of the House? Switching gears here to talk about the government shutdown, which is still going on. How does this complicate the ability to get things back up and running?
Well, it is already complicated, and now it's going to get worse. There is going to have to be a negotiated agreement, and it was always the case because of the need for 60 votes in the Senate that this had to be a compromise. But now Democrats have the opportunity to drive the agenda and to put forth their own proposals. And that's why Nancy Pelosi is not backing down on the vote later tonight. The Democrats are going to vote on a version of a bill, these spending bills that they deem acceptable. And the strategy also is to put pressure on the president and the Senate, right, because these bills already passed the Senate. And it was the president who then stood in the way of the deal.
But that remains the case, Jeanne. You know, McConnell is still saying he will not put up anything up for a vote that the president won't sign.
Well, absolutely. McConnell's not going to put his senators at risk again. I mean, they got blindsided by the White House once. He's not going to do that again. But the problem that we have right now is that there's no pressure point that would force them to take action. Oftentimes, shutdowns are associated with a debt ceiling increase, and that puts a ton of pressure on the White House and Congress to end a stalemate. We don't have that here, and so this could linger for some time.
So, Tony, Jeanne says this could linger for some time. I think a lot of people are coming around to that thought. Usually, when you have a stalemate like this, one side has to get something, the other side has to get something. What could the president get that might satisfy him? What could the Democrats get that might satisfy them?
Look, I can imagine at the end of the day, when you get to the point of enough tales of woe from the shutdown building up, that both sides can say we have fought the good fight, and now it's that time to either capitulate or to come to some negotiated agreement. I could imagine that includes some money for some wall activities, whether it's fence or wall, border security, however way they package it. But if I'm the Democrats, I expect that they will probably ask for additional work on other areas in immigration, because straight up funding for the wall has exactly 0 votes from the Democratic caucus in either house.
But maybe there is some support somewhere for the idea of funding that will enhance existing barriers, right?
That's right. That's something I could see, but not until the very, very end. Democrats, if they're going to get to that point where they are going to give in any funding for the wall, they have other problems on immigration. First is taking care of the Dreamers, and second is the administration has also severely cut down on legal immigration into the United States, and Democrats want to see that halted. So they have some asks on the immigration front as well.